Hello, hi, this is Johnny Lee, and thank you so much for joining us on this short tutorial on how to program the Square or Delcom USB optional buttons for the ePanicButton system. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So if you can go to our website, ePanicButton.com, under How It Works tab, you'll see the optional hardware. Click on that. What we're talking about here are our Square buttons that are available from Delcom. These are the ones that you can program to match your ePanic button. Now, we also offer these foot pedals, but the foot pedals are preset to Control Alt Shift 5, so you can't program them. But if you like these buttons and you choose to get them, let me show you how you can program them so that they'll work with the ePanic button system. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to look at our buttons. And so in this example, just my little demo account, I'm going to be looking at this medical button, and we have it set to Control Alt M. Now to change that, or if you're creating a new button, how you would edit it is with a pencil right there for the edit. And right here is where you could change the hotkeys to whatever you want. So whatever makes sense for you, whatever works and what is not duplicated by another program. I have it set to Control Alt Shift M. So there you see it right there. Okay, now I'm going to test this out with my keyboard. I don't have my webcam on, but you'll just have to trust me. Just with my keyboard, I am going to hold Control Alt M. And there you see I've got the program set to have a send delay. So while I'm doing this testing, it's not actually going to be sending out any messages. I have a chance to cancel it. Now, if you want to set the send delay for your program, again, select whichever button we want to work with, click the pencil, and it's right here. I have a 5-second delay on the program, so you can see where I did that. Therefore, while I'm doing this testing, I could choose to cancel it after activation. Okay, there we go. So we know that the hotkey works for Control Alt M. We know that works. What we now want to do is program this button to equal Control Alt M. And the way we do that is with the setup utility. There's a separate program. Delcom is the manufacturer, and they created a setup utility that just programs their hardware buttons. So you can see right here in the instructions, we have a link to the setup utility. You click on that, you're taken to this page. And by the way, if this link ever changes or doesn't work, just go to Delcom products and look up the setup utility. But within this page, they have the download program. You click download, it gets started, and there we go. You've got it in your wherever your download folder is. So I'm just going to launch it straight from my download folder. I click it, and here's where the setup utility program pops up. Let me close the web page so you get an easier view. With this setup utility, there is an option to program up to 8 buttons. This might be confusing. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This refers to their key fobs or their buttons that have actual 8 buttons on it. So you have this black box and it's got 8 buttons. Primarily for the ePanic button, most people just want to have a single button. So what you want to do is just work with button number 1. And what we want to do is we want to choose the type. And it's as if you're mimicking the keystroke, so use the keyboard. Momentary action is set, meaning you just press it once, not that you have to hold it for 3 seconds or something like that. And then the keyboard. So under the code, as we recall, let me launch that program again and show you. This is set to Control Alt M. So you see right here, I have this set from the drop down to be on the M, the keyboard, small m or capital M right there. I've got it set for that. And then under the mode, I have checked off the left control, the right control, the left alt, and the right alt. So what I'm doing is programming that hardware button to do the same thing as if I held down Control Alt M on my keyboard. So once you have that set up right there, then you can click Program Device. Now, naturally, of course, you have the button plugged in. So take it out of the packaging, plug it into an available USB port, and at that point, naturally, you need the hardware plugged in for you to be able to program it. So we click that. Are you sure? Yep, I'm sure. Boom. Now it is set. So I'll close this down so you've got a better view. Now, I'm not touching the keyboard. I'm reaching over to my USB button. I press it, and there we go. I have now activated the program. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me do the quick little overview again, and where we describe it here. Set your ePanic button to whatever you'd like, whatever hotkey combo, and then test it. Make sure it works from the keyboard, at which point you download the utility from the website like I just did, plug in your USB button, and then launch the utility. Then program that button again by using the setup utility that I just showed you to match that hotkey combo, and then naturally test it. One thing that I want to express is that USB button can then be unplugged and then taken anywhere. You could, plug it into any computer, and it will be hardwired or programmed to equal Control Alt M. You do not need the setup utility for the USB button to work. Naturally, you do need the ePanic button installed on that program for it to activate the messages. So hopefully that was clear. If you have any questions at all, feel free to contact us. Just again, go to ePanicButton, where you could also, when you log in, there's also the support tickets where you can get information. You can submit a support ticket or click support or whatever it is that we could do to help you. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us. So thank you so much, and I hope that you all stay safe out there. Take care.